Hi everyone, Narelle here from Simply Narelle, and welcome back to my channel about cross stitching. Welcome if you are a new subscriber, and welcome back if you are already a subscriber and have seen any of my past videos. Okay, I feel like I'm a bit of a mess. I've just come home, went out a little mini shopping adventure, I guess, which I'll talk about later. But it's been 2 weeks since the last video, and I thought I'd come back and tell you what I've been stitching on. I also have some haul, some plans. What else do I have? I have the collector pattern. I drew the winner for that. Also, I tallied up the votes for my Paula Vaughan New Start, and I think I've got some other little finds to share with you. So let's get cracking. The first thing that I stitched on after our last video was the William Morris Strawberry Thief. Now I don't have that here because even though I stitched, oh, and I forgot something. Oh, wait a second. Hold tight. I don't have the William Morris pattern here, I don't think, in my pile. If I do, I will get to it and share it. But I do have, coming into my shop, the Strawberry Thief project bags. So if you're doing the Deb's wallpaper sale, stitch along for the Strawberry Thief pattern by William Morris, then jump over to my Etsy shop. Give me a couple of days because I haven't finished making them all, but I have some project bags. Look at that. I love that material. It's just gorgeous. So I managed to get some of that material, and I've made some project bags. I've been slightly delayed in getting them in the shop because I've been rearranging the house a little bit, and where I had my sewing area where I make my project bags and stuff was right near the front door. So I'd taken over part of the formal lounge room, and it was right at the front door, and I was never happy about it being there because, like, you walk in the front door and that's what you see, my sewing mess, and it's hard to keep an area like that clean, neat and tidy. So I recently moved the lounge, of which we have two. We had one in the formal lounge and one out in the family room, and I recently moved the one that was in the formal lounge room out to the family room. So there's two in there now because the dog takes up a seat, and it's a 3-seater, and me and hubby, and then there's nowhere for the kids to sit, so they spend a lot of time in their rooms, and I really want them out with us more. And I know they want to come out and watch stuff with us on TV or watch a movie, but you'd have to sit, someone or two would have to sit on a dining room chair, and it's not comfortable. You should be able to sit in the lounge. So I bought that lounge out to the family rooms. Now there's two out there. It is a little cramped, but it's had a good side effect, and the kids come out from their rooms a lot more, spend a lot of time with us. So that is excellent. That's how it's going to stay. Anyway, so that left out a lot of room in the formal dining room and lounge room at the front. So I moved the formal dining table and put my sewing area stuff where the dining table was, and it's in a little section where you don't see it when you're walking the door. You just see the dining table, and it's massive. Our dining table seats like 12 people. It's ridiculous. But when I bought it, I had a really big house, so I had the room, and all our furniture we bought with us from Sydney is really big, because we had a big house, and we've condensed a 2-story large house to a small single-story house, and it's really cramped because the furniture is way too big for it. But anyway, so where was I going with that? Oh, that's why I haven't got the William Morris bags in the shop. Okay, in my store yet. Anyway, right, you don't want to hear about all that kerfuffle, but I just told you anyway. Now, what I was stitching on. the first thing I stitched on was, not the first thing, but it's what I'm going to show you first, Galahs by the Water Pump. This is a Country Threads pattern. Oops. Designed by, I've forgotten her name. Oh, it's on here, Fiona Jude. So that's the pattern. Okay, Country Threads, beautiful, beautiful galahs. Love these birds. If I remember, I will pop a photo in of where it was. And this now is where it is. So I got quite a lot of this bird over here done. He had mainly his top half of his wings. I think I filled a lot of that in and did a lot of this down here. That's the start of the fence. That's the sky. So I'm really happy with how this is coming along. So I spent 2 days on that one. Sorry if you can hear that banging in the background. That's my dog bashing on the kitchen gate. And yes, we have to put Kitty's gates up. This is a very open plan house, the living areas, and we had to put Kitty gates up. Otherwise, he's a bit of a pain, and he'd be in trying to steal all the food that you're making and shred your legs to pieces jumping up. I know we're not very good dog parents. It's our first dog, that's my excuse, and we don't really know what we're doing. Okay, the next one I have to show you is Mon Ami. Now these are all for the Magazine Monthly Challenge June 2023. The theme was farm. So my Galahs by the Water Pump, you see those birds on the farms out in the outback and all the rest. And the acrostic is manure. So the M for manure, I'm doing this one, the Mon Ami dress. This is a really old one that I bought when my daughter was born. She's nearly 19 now. But I'm still going to do it because it's really cute and sweet. And my office here, I think, is going to be that sort of cute, sweet type of things that I really don't want in the rest of the house. But yeah, but I'm still going to do it. So if I remember, I have to stop saying that. I'll pop a picture in of where it was, and this is where it is now. So I completed all that pink square of stitching. There's a lot of stitching in that. The dress was done, and some of this was done, and I just finished off that big square. There's a lot of stitching in there, but it's good. I was watching footy and stuff like that, so I think it was the first day to Origin football or something like that. So it was pretty mindless stitching, which was great. And that got 2 nights as well. Okay, and then next I worked on Follow the Leader, and this is in the N in manure because it's by Needlework Press. So this is the pattern. So again, this is a really old one that I got. This was going somewhere in one of our previous houses. Cute little kids. Aren't they just mischievous? And they're cute little puppy. Alright, so I'll pop a picture in of where it was. And you really can't tell what this is. But, alright, so that is the little boy's shorts, I think, if I look at the picture. Now that's his arm. They're his shorts, and that is his leg, and that I believe is the start of the little girl's. No, that's his leg. That might be the start of the little girl's leg, something like that. Yeah, but that's the little girl's dress that's in the front there. Oops, her dress. So that's her dress there, starting there. So I got a lot done, but you really can't tell what's what. I'm sort of just going where I feel like going on that one. I'm not trying to complete like a little person and then move on to the next little person. I'm sort of just stitching where it takes me. So, which I can anticipate when it comes to the end of that one and it comes to the back stitch, I'm going to regret that decision. Because I did say I was going to try and work differently, but my brain just couldn't handle it on those days. So Follow the Leader got 2 days as well. This one is Autumn Meditation. This is the A in Manure. And this is a piece by Carol Manning Designs, and I've chopped the head off. Hang on a minute. Right, I've chopped the heading off because it's a photocopy from a magazine. This was in a magazine, and the key, so the pattern is on the reverse side here, the chart, okay, on the reverse side, and then the key is up there as well. So I couldn't have the pattern folded because I like to fold them so they're like that size, and then I clip them onto my Q-snap and then I mark it off as I go. But that means I had to keep undoing it to look for the key for the next colour that I wanted. So I just chopped this off. So it has no heading, but it's called Autumn Meditation, and it's in, was it Just Cross Stitch or World? It's Just Cross Stitch magazine, December 2020. I love this. This is just stunning. So that is what I worked on. It's almost hard to stop. It really was. It got 2 days as well. And I'll pop a picture of where it was. And this is now, this is where it is. Hang on a minute. Oh, this is such stiff Ada. Gosh. 1 second. Hold tight. Alright. So this is where it is now. Sorry there's a bit of a shadow. I sort of set up in a bit of a rush because it's getting late in the day. And I wanted to get this done. So look at that. Isn't that stunning? I love that. I have changed a few of the colours because when I started this, I think it was 2020. Might have been early 2021. I didn't have all the called for colours, so I substituted a few. But I kept them in the same sort of vein. So if it was like an orange and I didn't have the orange, I just used another orange. So sort of, it's still going to have the same mood and feel. The colours will just be slightly different, but I love that. I think that's gorgeous. And I'm sort of the middle section there. So I've sort of done that section there. So there's not a lot more to go, like the corners and like another layer around and then the corners. So really, really nice. So that was that one. Next, oops, oh gosh, all the threads wanted to come out with that as well. Oops, okay, and then the next one I have is an actual finish. Excuse the Mess by Shannon Christine Designs. That is the pattern. Okay, I didn't stitch mine on grey. I stitched mine on a cream beige Ada. But I actually have a finish. Yay, 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 yay. I just kept going with it. I was so close one night that I thought, no, I'm just going to keep going. And I love it. So I think the words are not too bad. I did go around them. One strand of one of the teals that's used in the skein there, because I did them on white and I did them white on the beige. They didn't stand out enough, I thought, so I went around them with the teal, and I think it looks really, really cool. So again, this one is going to go in my office. I think I'm going to put it on sticky board and then do like find a teal or even a pink, like a check or a gingham or something, and then put it on a board of that, if that makes sense. I know what I want to do. So there you go. I am so happy with that. That is a finish. I think I actually have another finish. We shall see. Right, so that got just the one day. One day. Next, so that to say that that was the A in manure. Next is my peacock, another magazine piece from Ultimate Birds. I think this is the World of Cross Stitching Ultimate Birds, and this is the gorgeous pattern. This one's been hanging around for a while as well. It's just stunning, and I've decided I'm going to have a little peacock section on one of my walls. I have a few peacock charts, and that's in honor of our neighborhood peacock. Now, I spent one night on this one, and it's not going any further. So this is where I got up to, and it looks pretty. I do like it, but let me show you something. Oh, I don't know how to make it smaller. I had made a mistake somewhere up here. I don't know what it was, but I kept going and thought, I can fudge it. It's fine. It's not fine. Look at these. It's really, really starting to be obvious now that there's some major error somewhere along the line. And these sections of the tail up here are looking nothing like them. That is what it's meant to look like. Okay. And this is my pitiful example. Now the colours are different. Again, I substituted because when I started I didn't have all the colours. So that is looking really wrong, and I'm not happy with it. So I'm going to restart it, and I actually did restart it that night, on that one night. And I didn't start on the bird. I started on the border. So I've started the border, and that's the outline of the sun. And this is 14 count Ada, I think. So you don't need to see me that close to you. I put that close and put me further away. Yeah, so I restarted on 14 count Ada. I am much happier with it. This is on 25 count even weave, and I think it was one of my first pieces I ever did on even weave, and I struggled with, I don't know, I just struggled with it. So, and the mistake I didn't pick up, or I don't know, but it just got out of hand and I didn't like it, so I've restarted it. So one day, I mean, I have a whole bolt of this, so I can either just ditch this or possibly frame just the top half or something, but then why would I do that when I'm going to redo the whole piece? Or I can unpick it, but I have a whole bolt of this fabric, so I don't think I'm going to do anything with that, but just toss it. So that's my peacock. That is a restart, and I feel much happier with it now that I'm really going to try to not make a mistake. It wouldn't be one of my pieces if there's no mistake. Alright, so that was the peacock. Then, what else do we have? Last one for the acrostic was R for Redoubt Rose Alphabet. And I think I'm missing a piece. I am missing a piece. It's on the dining room table still. Anyway. Alright, the R Redoubt Rose Alphabet is this piece. Really beautiful. This was a DMC kit. Or it is a DMC kit. There's mods about it. And this is also for the Magazine Monthly group having a pop-up challenge from the 19th to the 25th of June. A bloom challenge, stitch on something that grows. So between the 19th and the 25th, I think it is, of June, you have to do 500 stitches or 5 hours. And this, I'll put up where it was before, but this is the progress I made last night. I did a lot of this pink here in the rose, and I'll stitch on it again tonight. I don't know how many hours I did last night. I probably didn't start stitching till 8, finished midnight maybe, so I didn't get my 5 hours in. Hubby wasn't working last night, he's working tonight, so that means I'm going to get a good solid, like he's starting at 7, so I'll get a good 5 hours in tonight. So that will I'm hoping to finish the middle of that rose tonight, and then maybe do whatever's over here. I think there's a letter over there. Oh, there's some rosebuds. No, I've got those. There's rosebuds over here. I might try and, you know, work on the rosebuds. Once I get that done, work on the rosebuds. So that's for the challenge. And I probably got 4 hours in last night, but not enough. So that's all I worked on, besides my squirrel hoop, which I'm going to go get, because this is the piece for my 25/7. So hold tight, I'll be back. Okay, so for the 25/7 group, run by Melanie Watkins, I think, of Soulful Stitching. I think it's cross stitch 25/7 the group. I have it listed below, I can't remember. But the idea is you stitch for 25 minutes or 25 stitches every day. I've decided that on the one day I don't like swapping projects too often, because I only stitch like after dinner. So I decided to do like my Sunday, or one day in the weekend I will do all my 25 minutes for the week and just do it on that one day. And this is the piece I'm doing, Squirrel. I should show you what it looks like. Hey, this one's been around since, this is the first time, this is the very first month of the group, September 2020, and this is the very first acrostic we had, and the theme was autumn or fall. So I decided to do this autumn friend. I was going to complete it that month. Don't know what planet I was on when I decided that, but anyway. And this is from Just Cross Stitch magazine, and I'm looking for a, I don't see a date or anything. Don't know. But this is the squirrel. Isn't he gorgeous? I love him. Love him, love him, love him. And I'm going to keep this as my 25/7 piece until I finish him. And again, when I started him, I'll put photos up of where he was before. A photo of where he was before. I didn't have all the colours back then. I have the complete set of DMC now, but I definitely didn't back then. So I substituted what I had. So his colouring is a little bit different, but I think I've got away with it, and I think he looks okay. So I've made some massive mistake down here, and my brain didn't want to fix it. So I went up here. I was starting to work my way down and around, and then I'll fudge something down here. So I did get quite a bit done on him, and I am going to love him when he is done. He is so gorgeous. Love him. So that's my 25/7 piece, which is going to be stitched over like a weekend. So that's him. So I had to go get him because he's just so cute. Couldn't not show my little squirrel, and I have nowhere to put stuff. But anyway. Alright, so that was the magazine monthly theme and acrostic, and that's all the stitching that I did for the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to talk about whatever here is on my list now. I don't have any particular order, I just have a collection of stuff. So the first thing I wanted to share, and I don't, what is in this acrostic bag? Wait a minute, I've got a bag here and I don't know what's in there. Oh yeah, I know. Okay. I know now. I don't know. That's part of plans. Okay. Right. So, first thing I'm going to show is last week. Actually, it was before the last video I did. We went to a antique store in Brisbane, and I got a few little goodies. So, the first two things I got were these beautiful silver thimbles. Now let me get something that is white that you can see. You can see them. The light, I'm sorry, is bad. Go over there where it's lighter. I don't know if it's going to focus on them. Get my head out of the way. It's going to focus on them. No. But these are actually antique silver thimbles. And you can see, you probably can't see, but there's holes in the top. And what the lady said, they're only little holes. I don't know if you can see that there. I don't know if it's going to focus at all. Anyway, there's a hole there. And these are really, really delicate. That's a naughty finger, isn't it? Let's not do that. These are really delicate patterns on these. Absolutely stunning. I love them. But the holes are, because they are actually silver, they're stamped. They're 100% silver. The holes are where someone has worn a hole through the thimble by using it all the time. So there's one on that one, and there's one or two on this one. So I got these two genuine antique vintage thimbles, which I love. I'll never use them. I'm just going to make a little display of stuff. So I got them. And then I also got a pair of genuine vintage silver embroidery scissors. I'm trying to hold these up. Can you see them? It's so hard to get. So these are actually stamped as well, silver. She did have some replicas there, but she was, when I asked, she was very generous in telling me which are the replicas and which are the genuines, and these are quite heavy, so I know that they are genuine. Absolutely love them. Sorry, the camera's doing a horrible job trying to pick up the detail in them, so I'm not going to use them either. I prefer to use snips. I don't have any. You know, the ones that are just like a U shape with the blades at the top, and you just pick them up and snip. It annoys me when I have to pick up scissors. Like, I have to find, first of all, the holes to put my fingers in and like pick them up and fumble, whereas the snips I can just pick up and go snip. Anyway, personal preference, I know. So I got those, and then this is not stitching related, but it sort of is the theme of the things that I have fallen in love with lately to stitch, is this beautiful antique brooch. Sorry, the light is so bad. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is gorgeous. So I picked up that little brooch as well. I'll probably never wear it, but I love the little scene on it. So yeah, I got that too. So that was my little antique store shopping. Okay, now let's talk about plans. I'm going to do that last. Haul. Actually, it's because that's haul. So we'll do the haul next. Okay, I saw someone stitching. Where's my other bit of haul? Did you hear my tummy? I've got things so out of whack here. Far out. Okay. Now that's all haul too. I'm not very with it today. Okay, so I saw on Instagram, I don't know who it was, sorry, someone stitching this, and this is a really bad photo because it's a PDF that I downloaded, that I bought and downloaded. Teresa, I can't even say her name. Teresa Wentzler, Tapestry Cat. We have a ragdoll cat named Angel, and this is a really bad photo, but that's a ragdoll cat. It sort of could be Persian, but she looks more ragdoll than anything else I've seen around. And that is a really, really poor photo. So anyway, I bought that PDF of Tapestry Cat. and now I can't get it back in the bag. And then Brooks, really hard to say. We're having a sale, and I have had these patterns on my wish list forever and a day. And I went, that's it, I'm just going to get them. I'm over looking at them and wishing I could get them, and they had a really good sale, so I got them. And it's the Wizard of Oz themed patterns. So I'm a huge Wizard of Oz fan, so is my daughter. We love it. So I bought the whole collection. So you've got Dorothy, and Pam from Just Keep Stitching has these as well, and she's doing a really cool layout where she's got them like a tray, like tiered tray. Like, I want to say tiered tray, but it's not a tiered tray. But she's got them on levels that looks like tiers. You've got like 4 along the bottom, then 3 and 2 and 1 or something like that. So I'm going to copy her idea because I think it's really cool. So they're the winged monkeys. And like I said, I've had these on my wish list for so long. Now these are based on the book, not the movie. So there's like a Baker Man. And then you've got the good Glinda, the Good Witch. Love these. And then you've got the lion, Cowardly Lion. Oh, I should have actually looked for the book. I've just come back from a book exchange shop in Redcliffe, and I should have looked for the original, well, the Wizard of Oz book. Didn't think of it. And this is, sorry, Mayor Munchkin. Cute. These are so cute, and they're simple patterns, so they're not going to be take long. Miss Quadling. Now this is one that's not in the movie, it must be just a book character. So, and then you've got the Scarecrow. Oops, the Scarecrow. And then the Tin Man. Really cool. And the Wicked Witch of the West. And then Miss Winky, one of the little people. So she must focus more, feature more, sorry, in the book than the movie. Oh my goodness. And then the Great Powerful Oz. And when you see them stitched up, like they probably might not look much there in the little, you know, pictures, but when they are stitched up, they look absolutely amazing. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to replicate what Pam is doing because Stephanie loves the Wizard of Oz too. So as soon as I saw her show them a couple of years ago, I went, oh yeah, I have to get them. And they've been on my wish list ever since then in books. I think I got them on the Etsy store. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about plans, which is also going to incorporate some more of my haul. Alright, so for July, for the Magazine Monthly Challenge, because when I come back next video, it will be July already, can't believe it. But the theme for July for Monthly Magazine Challenge is Safari. So I don't have it here to show. I'll pop a picture in of it. I'm going to do a new start, and it's the Animal Kingdom Heaven and Earth Designs. It's a full coverage. I absolutely love it. Beautiful. So I'm going to give that 2 days. I may get stuck on it and do more, but I put down 2 days. So I'm starting that. Then I'm going to do, for the acrostic is hippo or hippopotamus if you want to do more. I'm just going to do hippo because all mine basically are new starts. Alright, so I'm going to be starting, and I'm fitting these all in hippo. So the first one is Christmas Town, Stitch Rovia, and for the life of me I've forgotten the name. Is it Anna Oh, are you kidding me? Emma Congdon. There we go, Emma Congdon. Alright, so Stitchrovia. No, Christmas Town is the name of the I've got to take it out of plastic. I'm so sorry. So this is going to be a new start. I've had these in my stash for a while and I've just gone, that's it. I want to do them. Now's a good time to start them. So this one I'm going to use one of the P's in Hippo for the pink houses. So there's pink houses on here and a pink church. So that is going to be a new start in July. I'm doing Jolly July, if I didn't say that. So I'm making everything fit into a Christmas theme, except for the jungle, the safari. I couldn't find a Christmas thing that I had that was safari themed. So that's the only exception. The rest of what I'm going to do in July is all Christmas for Jolly July. So there's another new start I'm going to do, Noel by Emma Congdon again. These are all from her Etsy store, Stitchrovia. And this is going to be for the I in Hippo for ice skating on one of these letters. Down here they're doing ice skating. And then also O in Noel for the hippo, for the O in Hippo. Can't wait to start these. I've wanted to do them for so long. And then we have Santa Coming to Town, another Emma Congdon one. Love it. I love all the bright colours. They're just so nice. So the H, Ho 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 for Santa in Hippo. And the P for presents. There's presents somewhere. Wait a minute. There's presents up here. The presents there and there. So that will be the second P in Hippo. So there's another new start. And the lighting is really atrocious. I'm so sorry. I've just realised why part of my stand is up covering the light a little bit. Anyway. So they are new starts for July. And then I also am going to be doing from Fiber Art, Luminous Fiber Arts, is that who they are? Misty Purcell. She has a Christmas stitch along that she's brought out. And I don't think I have anything to show you except for this. Yeah, no. Wait a minute, let me go through. Alright, first time I've joined up anything like this. But this is going to be the stitch along. And there's 6 different characters going to go in these squares. And she's given us the outline frame to stitch beforehand. And it's released in 3 different sections. So July 1st you'll get the first 2. And then July 11 you'll get these 2. And then July 21 you'll get these 2. And they're little Christmas characters like Santa and Rudolph and stuff like that. So I can't wait because all her stuff is really super cute and I love it. And yeah, so this I can't wait. So I've joined up for this sale. It's still available to join up, I believe. I will put a link below where you can find the details to join up. But I think it's going to be super cute. I can't wait. I probably won't keep up with it. Definitely. Like I had plans to do the border before July 1st, but that's probably not going to happen. And I'm doing it on a piece of 18 count vintage country mocha. I think that's Ada. That's what I had in my stash, so I cut a piece to size. And it's not going to be that big, so that's how big it is. So it'll be nice. Can't wait. So that was sort of a haul as well as a plan. That one. I saw it and went, no, I don't really like stitch-alongs because I'm really fussy in what I stitch, and especially mystery stitch-alongs, I have to know what it's going to look like. But with this one, I went, oh, she does really cute, super cute stuff, so I'm just going to go for it. Okay, haul. This I'll do last because that is something else. Right, I had asked a Stitch in Time, sorry about the crinkle. I had asked a Stitch in Time in Hobart to get me some fabrics. I think I spoke about it last time. I asked her to match up fabrics she had in store to go with some charts that I wanted to start. So Actually, that's not one of them, is it? No, that's not one of them. Wait, I'll come back to that one. So sorry. Well, I got all the fabric in. So, and I don't think I've showed you the charts that I wanted to stitch on this fabric, so I'm going to do this. Now, these are for, sorry, it's really crinkly. These are for August, because August is my birthday month. So August, I plan on starting the charts that I absolutely love. Out of all my haul, sorry, all my stash, to date on my Word document, I've got 380 something, 300, yeah, something like that. It's ridiculous the amount of patterns that I have. And some of them are books with multiples, like a Blackbird book with multiples in it. 300, nearly 400 things in my stash to stitch. That's hard to say. And I picked out my top favorites that I'm desperately wanted to start for a long time. And then I asked Carolyn to get in for me or match up fabric she has in store for these patterns. Got the fabric last week, or during the week, last week. So I'm now going to show you what I'm going to start. And so these are all my new starts for August. First one up is the Loose Feathers Summer, sorry, glare, I'm too close, Summer, Autumn and Winter by Blackbird Designs. And she has sent me a piece of 30 count linen R&R Reproductions Winter Brew. So I said to her, I've just recently learnt that I can stitch on linen, so don't go crazy with like your 46 or 50 counts or whatever, keep it reasonable. So she sent me this 36 count, love it. I think that's going to look really pretty. I can't wait to start these. I literally can't wait to start these. So I'm sorry, also I've just realised my charm bracelet's rattling away here, and yeah, that's probably really annoying. Sorry. So that's one new start for August. Right, the next one. So this is going on 43 minutes. Let's hurry it up a little. And I didn't have the foresight to get these out of plastic beforehand. My apologies. Right. So the next one I'm going to start in August is a Tasket, Rosewood Manor. Love Rosewood Manor. Love this pattern. Absolutely stunning. And I think the threads I'm going to use on this, because I'm not going to buy the Weeks Dye Works or the Colour and Cotton, whatever they use. I am going to use all DMC where I can. And this one, because it's all blues and browns, beiges, I think I'm going to use a Cottage Garden Threads, a variegated blue and a brown, and see how it comes out. So the fabric she gave me for this was a Zweigart linen 32 count Belfast Platinum. And look at these labels. I asked her just to write on, add a little bit of paper in each one so I know what fabric is for what pattern. And look, she's done these little labels. How amazing is that? That's above and beyond. That's wonderful. I love it. So that's the fabric for a Tasket. Funny name for the chart, but love it. So when we come closer to August, I'm probably going to ask you to tell me which one to start first, because I'm not going to know. Next is another Rosewood Manor. You can tell I love Rosewood Manor. And this one is all Carolyn's Look's fault, because she showed this and I went, that's really pretty, I have to have it in my life. Blue Rhapsody. So love that. Again, I might use the same coloured threads I choose for a Tasket. And the fabric I have for this is a 36 count Fox and Rabbit linen in the colour Desert Taipan. So that's really, really pretty. I love that. Hope I can stitch on 36 counts now that I've said to get it to me. It'll be interesting, won't it? What can go wrong? lots can go wrong. But anyway. Yeah. Can't be that hard. There are any holes after all. I just have to take my time and be a bit more careful. And not, you know, try and watch a TV show at the same time, which I tend to do. And then I lose count or I lose concentration. This one's really, really crinkly. So sorry. Alright, this is another rosewood manna. I sort of am a fan of the rosewood mannas. This one I already have the DMC in a bag. And this is Cornwall Cottage Sampler. Love, love, love this. This might have to be my first start, I think. So, so pretty. And the fabric I have for this is a 32 count Belfast cream Swagat linen. So that's pretty, pretty, pretty. And there's one more. So I don't know how many new starts I have. There's more than one a week. It'll be interesting, won't it? Okie dokie. Sorry, crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. I know. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Right. So then, the last one of the new starts for August is a Jeanette Douglas design. Blooming Bouquets number 6, Hopeful. So pretty. You can tell I like things with a border, frame, and flowers. That's me. And the fabric I have for this one is a piece from Fancy Fabric, 32 count Belfast linen, called Fallen Leaves. You see, that's the colour. It's a real motley yellow, burnt orange colour. It's pretty true to colour. And the back of this is like a motley, if you can see very well. You can see like the mottling in the fabric. The fabric I have is probably a little bit darker, but it should be okay. Should be okay. We'll see. See how it goes. I'm up for it. Why not? Okie dokie. So they are the fabric haul that I got during the week, and my birthday month new starts for August. Right, now I was also on a D-stash site, and I know, naughty, and I saw a piece of fabric, thought I have to get it, because I'm trying to build up my fabric stash, because I have next to none. And this is a piece from Paddock Lane Designs, and it's a 32 count even weave in the colour Jungle, and it's a really lovely green. It's like a greeny grey, really greeny grey, but it's motley and beautiful. Look at that, look at that, so nice. So I went through my patterns and went, what can I put on this bit of fabric? Because I don't want to be that person who has lots of fabric stash and then you find a pattern and you go buy something else. I want to, if I get a piece of fabric, I want to match a chart to it straight away. So I went through my stash looking for things that would suit and the size would fit on there, and I came up with 3. And this is where you're going to help me decide what I'm going to put on it. I think I know the one I prefer on it, but I want you to tell me. So on this piece of fabric, right, should I put, let me try and do this. I'll wear the fabric. Can you see the fabric? Right, should I do Mirabilia Tree of Hope on that fabric? I know the Mirabilia piece is done on a cream, but I've seen Stitch and Mummy do them on all sorts of different colours and they look amazing. So should I do the Tree of Hope on there? Or, this is a bit out there, this one, should I do Winter White Center? Because it's sort of greyish green. This is a cooler grey. It's actually done on a blue, but it looks grey to me. Okay, that might work. Or this is my favourite, and I'm not going to take it out of the packet because I don't have enough hands, is Dreaming of Daisies by Rosewood Manor. Now, on the picture on the chart, the daisies get lost because they're done on a beige, but I think they would stand out on this fabric, and that is my personal choice for that fabric. But I don't know. I want other people's opinions who are more experienced than me and might have a better idea. So on that piece of fabric, should I do Rosewood Manor Dreaming of Daisies, Winter White Centre by Mirabilia, or Tree of Hope by Mirabilia? Let me know below. I'm not starting any of these, or this particular one, anytime soon. So you've got time to let me know your thoughts. I might slot it in because I feel like doing new starts, so I might slot it in September or something, make it fit. Oh, wait, I forgot to put my thing in the fabric. So that's not all my haul. Wait, I've lost the plastic bag. There it is. Hold a minute. A few more things to go through, including the drawer of last video's little chart. Okay, so crinkle, 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 done. Next thing, the forgotten basket. This is going to be out of order, but anyway, I actually don't have what I need in there. Oh, great. Forgotten basket. I asked everyone to vote on which Paula Vaughan pattern I should do for the summer stitch along, the Paula Vaughan summer stitch along. I'll put the correct hashtag in because it's not in the brain at the moment. Everyone picked this one by one vote, would you believe? It was a close call between Summer Welcome or this one. This is the one that got the most votes by one vote. This is the one I'm going to start. Is it 20th or 21st? It's either tomorrow or the next day. So that is the one I'm starting, Forgotten Basket. Thank you everyone for voting, because that was really hard for me to decide. So thank you. I don't know what that yelling is about. Family's yelling. Okay, so now, rest of my haul, I'll do the giveaway at the end. I just came back from a, no, let me do that next. I participated in a secret Santa in a Australian Facebook group, cross-stitching Facebook group. And then there was odd numbers in the draw, so I didn't actually get a secret Santa person. So one of my friends who's in the same group said, hey, let's do a secret Santa between us if you don't get a draw. I'm like, okay, fine, let's do that. So we did that, and I got her amazing gift, her amazing secret Santa gift today. It's wonderful. And look at this. She made this beautiful card. Now, I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 10 years, and my life was making cards for those 10 years. So, yeah, look at this card. I love it. So I do appreciate it. When someone hand makes a card, I really do love it. So that is the gorgeous card, and I love these. They're like they're hard, like they've been glossy accented, and the glitter on them. I love that card. It's just so beautiful. Oh, makes my card I gave her not so nice now, but anyway. Yeah, love that card. And then she also gave me, this is my secret Santa gift. Look at this. Cute Owl Family. What's it called? Owl Trio by Dimensions. Super cute. Love that. And in the actual group, you have a wish list, and people are encouraged to buy from your wish list. But with me and the friend, we said no wish list. We'll just pick what we want. And she could not have picked something better than this. Look at this. I love nutcrackers. I love Christmas, and I love the tiered tray type stitches. So she hit it out of the ballpark with this one. I love it. Tiny Modernist, the Nutcracker tree. Look at that. I love it. I want to start it, and I think I'm going to add this to my Jolly July plans. Slot it in somewhere and make it happen. I'm going to start it because I love it. Gorgeous. And then I have next to no silks. She gave me a Silks for You silk called, oh, it's from the Sassy Pouch Made. Nice. Look at this. Wait a minute. Look at the colours in this. Beautiful. There we go. Look at that. That is nice. That light is atrocious today. Sorry. Beautiful. And I love that colourway because, so they were my secret centres. Thank you so much, Nicole. And I love that colourway because look what I just bought. Look at this wool. Same colours. Would you believe that? Oh my gosh. I didn't even realise that. I just went out and bought this wool. And it's the same colours as in that silk. So the reason I bought this wool is because I want to get back into knitting. I used to knit in my young adult life, I think. I think that was around the time I used to knit. And I made quite a few jumpers myself, and I loved it. It's just really nice and relaxing. And I've suddenly had the urge, I want to get back into knitting. And I wanted to make a jumper. So I went to a local wool store called the Cozy Couch. It's at Redcliffe. Thank you, Nicole actually told me about it. So I went there today with my daughter, and she has taught herself to crochet in the last week. So she wanted some more wool to make a blanket. She wanted a few other colours to make like a diagonal stripe blanket of crocheted squares is what her plan is. And she's taught herself amazing, and she's doing great with it, but she needed more wool. And yes, I could have gone to Spotlight, which is where she got her first ball of wool from, but I remembered the wool store in Redcliffe, and I went, let's support small businesses. I'm a small business owner, so I want to support other small business owners as well. And I thought, let's go to that wool store and buy our wool rather than going to a big chain of Spotlight. So we did. And the lady in there was so nice and so helpful. And I told her I wanted to make a jumper I haven't knitted in 20 odd years. And I want it to be big, baggy, comfortable, soft, and easy. So she helped me pick out the wool, which is beautiful and soft. I love it. It's just gorgeous. It is an 8 ply Sierra by Patterns, whatever it is. And then I didn't have to buy a pattern. She photocopied one for me. How amazing is that? So this is the pattern, and you're probably going to look at it and go, hang on, that's not easy, because I need it super easy to have knitted for a long time. But this is like the style of the jumper that I wanted, and it's called Tenderfoot from the Queensland collection. Teddy, I don't know, Tenderfoot Teddy, I don't know. So that's the front of the pattern, and then that gives you a better idea of the jumper. I'm going to make it longer because I wanted a longer jumper. And what we decided was, with her, I'm not actually going to do the pattern, I'm just going to do the rows. So the variegated wool in this is going to give me a pattern in itself because of the variegation. So I don't have to worry about doing the different fancy stitches to get a pattern. The wool's going to make my pattern. So I'm just going to literally follow the pattern for the shaping and the sizing and the row count. But I am going to make it longer. I'm going to add some more on. So I got 4 balls of that wool to make it longer. So anyway, this jumper you may not see for like 5 years, because I'm just going to add it onto the pile of to-do list. But that's what I bought there. So that was some more haul. It's haul and plans. Now I had another finish, but I don't know where it is. I think I've put it away already. Let me just grab it. Hang on a minute. Okay, this is my little bag of finished projects, and I forgot to leave it out to share that I finished it. I finished Cooktown Orchids. Yay, this was the piece I hated to stitch on because I made some massive error and I didn't do it. I just worked around it and tried to fudge it. This is the one that got the grease mark on it. This was in the naughty corner for a long time, but I was determined to finish it. I don't know if I actually showed this last week. Did I show it last time? Last fortnight? I think I might have. I think I might have shown it. I finished it. Deja vu. Did I show this last time? If I did, then hey, bonus, you get to see it again. If you haven't watched that video, then here you go. It's finished. So what I want to do today, because that is a finish, and I did say that when I finished a pattern, if I could, I was going to pay it forward. I'm going to pay forward the Cook Down Orchid pattern. Now, there's a caveat to this, all right? I've had this pattern since 2017, 2018, and it's very well loved. I've also cut it apart. Don't be scared about that though. So the pattern is, without showing it too much, you can see the condition of it. It's been folded lots. It's got crease lines in it. I also didn't think for a long time that I could make a working copy of the pattern. So this pattern I actually did colour in with lead pencil and then rubbed out at the end. So it's a little bit worse for wear. On some of the seams there may be a slight tear, but you should still be able to see what symbol it is. And also, because I like to have the pattern folded on my frame and then the key on a separate piece of paper, I did cut apart the pattern. So this is meant to be on the top of the chart, but you can see the crooked line there. I cut this off. Now, there's no chart on it. Oops, sorry. There is just the key and other information, but it is a separate piece of paper because I like to have my key separate that I can just pick up and look at what I want and then not have to fiddle with folding and unfolding the chart or having the massive chart out so I can see the key. So if you want the Cook Down Orchid chart, now there is no thread with it. It is, like I said, in pieces. It is well loved. The cover is also well loved. It does come with the card for your colours. Because it's DMC, it is easy to get the colours. There's no floss that comes with it, but they are DMC colours, so you can easily still use this key with this guide and stitch it. If you want the Cook Down Orchid chart in the state that it is, then just put the word orchid in your comments, ORCHID. Put the word orchid in your comments and I will draw a winner before my next giveaway. Now, I should say not a winner. I'll draw a recipient for my Pay It Forward before my next video, which will be in 2 weeks' time. So that is July something or other. Oh my goodness, I can't get this back in a packet. Wait a minute. This is a long one. I've gone over an hour. Oh my goodness. Right. My next YouTube will be, my next Flosstube will be on the 4th of July. Tuesday, 4th of July. Alright, so have your comment in. I'll say by the 2nd because of the time difference. I will post this anywhere in the world. America, Australia, Asia, wherever you are. Please don't say the word giveaway. Just say the word orchid. You have to be 18 so that I can ask for your address. I will never contact you by telling you via email, text message, SMS, whatever. I will never contact you and ask you for your details. I'll never put a comment on the thread saying, hey, congratulations, you're the winner. If you win, it's up to you to contact me and I will then respond to that email. And hopefully, the person who emails me will be the person that wins and we don't have any spammers or someone trying to get something that they're not entitled to. Alright, so anyway, last thing I have to do is last week's Pay It Forward is the collector chart. Okay, this is one that I finished and I put up for a Pay It Forward, and I drew the winner, and here's that little short video right here. Hi everyone, welcome to the draw for the collector pattern. I've got everyone's names in the wheel. Good luck, here we go. Congratulations, Sandra from Sydney. I just realised I spelt your name wrong. But anyway, Sandra from Sydney, 5722, congratulations. So congratulations, Sandra from Sydney. Congratulations, this chart is yours. Please email me at this email address on the screen right now, and I will get this mailed off to you next week. Thank you, everyone. That is all. Looking around, I've gone on forever, but that is all I had to cover. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful 2 weeks of stitching, and I will see you on July 4 for my next video. Happy stitching, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.